Dr. Nares Damrongchai.
Good afternoon.
Do I say that right?
Of course.
Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting.
Nares is the president of TCELS.
Thailand Center of Excellence for Life Sciences.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's easier for you.
It's a long name.
Yeah, it's a long name. Yeah, I believe TCELS is quite similar organization like a Taiwan Bio.
Well, TCELS is governmental first.
Oh, okay.
So we are part of the ministry called the Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation.
Okay.
It's a new ministry.
Okay.
So we have our executive board, and I report to the board as well as to the minister.
Okay.
The science minister.
Right. It sounds like our function is quite similar, but we are non-profit. We don't work with the government.
So.
Okay.
Well, we mainly what we do is we're like the custom manager, so in that sense we are similar.
Right.
But we also provide research fund to the universities or sometimes to the private sectors.
Yeah.
Joint funding. We do joint funding with EU, Europe, and also with East Asia.
Okay. Well, that's quite different model from Taiwan has. But I think that's an interesting model. Maybe we can look deeper into it and see how that works. Because like in Taiwan, for the public sectors, all the money, all the budget is in the government. So you go to the Ministry of Education, we fund all the university, high school, and you have the Ministry of Economic Affairs, with funding more like industry, small business, staff, and then you have the Ministry of Science and Technology. Then they fund some non-profit research institute and organization. So most of the public funding are actually run by the government. So
okay. Usually it's so.
Okay. I understand. Sorry, I missed the session. You are on about the regional collaboration. So
the morning session on regional collaboration.
Can you summarize a little bit how you feel after that session?
Yes. Mainly I was talking about open innovation.
Right.
I was very focused on the natural product drug discovery because of the given time. The focus is on the mechanism of how we collaborate. So we started about 3 years ago, and we started with drafting the guidelines.
Right.
So in order to have this work well, all the members have to agree on the same principle. The principle is to open and share, and for the private partners, and this is mainly Japanese pharma companies, they are obliged to help to build capacity and do tech transfer for research in our public sector, which is the public research institutes and universities. In turn, we consolidate and, for example, the compound libraries is consolidated. So small compound libraries become big, and once it's become big, it's possible to do high throughput screening. And the high throughput screening is for natural products. It could come from botanical origin or marine organism or any microorganisms. Right. And so the finding is important because it will be lead to further research in drug discovery and development.
And the funding of those natural compounds, who owns it? Is that owned by the consortium or by the individual research?
No. So the guideline spell out about this. The material is owned by whoever owns it in the first place. And we have this contract. Because sometimes, a lot of times, the owner don't have the capacity to do research. The researchers don't have the materials, right? So we encourage making this agreement so there would be benefit sharing later. And to protect the rights. So this is very important. Now, when we have several agencies bring together their compounds, we have agreement between the agencies, and this has to have a focal point.
Okay.
So TCELS acts as a focal point.
Okay. Great,
And
yeah.
when it comes to research agreement with companies, Takeda Pharmaceutical or ASI, or it could be Taiwan company, we represent everyone in Thailand.
Good.
So it would be single contact.
Okay.
And the company just have to write one contract with us and leave everything else for us to do.
Okay. So sounds like you have been working this very closely with Japan company.
Yes, because
Is-
this was developed under Open Innovation Platform,
Okay.
led by APAC, the
Oh,
Association
okay.
of Pharmaceutical
Okay.
Associations.
So Taiwan
Is member also
Is
of
member
APEC.
also, and
Yeah.
how Taiwan work in that system so far?
Well, last year in October, I had signed an international collaboration agreement between JPMA in Japan, the pharma companies, TCELS, and we represent all the Thai agencies and universities, and BPIPO.
Oh, okay,
from
sure,
Taiwan.
sure.
So
yeah.
now Thailand, Taiwan, and Japan, we are in the same boat.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully between Taiwan and between those three countries, they have something.
Yes, we
coming
also
out.
pursue bilateral between
Okay.
Taiwan and
Oh,
Thailand.
okay.
I in this exhibition, I kept myself very busy talking with Taiwanese
That's
companies.
good. That's good. That's why you are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in your session, I think there's also other country from Asia. They talk about how the system works. So
You're
it's,
right.
yeah.
We try to discuss now with Malaysia and Indonesia, but they have to set up their own system like we did. And once they have that, it doesn't need to be perfect,
Right.
okay? But we need like someone who could act as, we call it ASAP, the Aggregated Service Access Point.
Wow, that's interesting.
One
Okay.
ASAP for Taiwan is BPIPO, one ASAP for Thailand, and I hope one ASAP for Malaysia and one for
Okay,
Indonesia.
okay,
In
great.
that way, it would be easier.
That's good. So who started this APEC platform? Is that the
Well,
Thailand
the
initiative?
APAC
or-
Open Innovation Platform was started by JPM in Japan.
Oh, okay.
But the Natural Product Drug Discovery Consortium was started by me and from Thailand.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. As you probably know, Taiwan Bio Industry Organization, Taiwan Bio has been running what they call Bio Taiwan.
Yes.
The annual event like this you are experiencing for
Right.
16 years.
And we have been participating.
Right. I know. Yeah, thanks for that. And actually, after almost 4 years of effort working with Bio, based in DC, they finally, this is the first time we
Jim
work.
Greenwood.
Yes. And this is the first time we work together. So now we are running this event under the new name of Bio Asia Taiwan.
Congratulations.
Just, give you can you give how you feel overall about this whole event, conference as well, exhibition?
Well, my impression is that we brought our companies
Right.
to Taiwan, and it's a big delegation, a lot of companies.
Yes.
Because the proximity between Thailand and Taiwan makes it much easier
That's
for
important.
Thai companies to come and join.
Right.
Another benefit is that the interest is very similar.
Sure.
Because I just met with the group of bio company associations from Tainan here in Taiwan. They flooded our booth. So we engaged in a very long discussion between about 10 companies and us. So it's very active. So I feel that in BioAsia, we have a very active time between our companies and Taiwanese companies, and of course we take the opportunity to meet with the Korean companies, Australia, Canada companies.
There's
So
a lot
it's-
of Japanese company here too.
and I like the fact that it's only 3 hours flying from
that's
Thailand
right.
to BioAsia.
Yeah.
If our neighbors, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, they would also come, it would be great.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time,
Yeah.
so we start small, and I'm sure, and I hope this will grow. And also, it sounds like between under this platform on the natural product, as you might know, Taiwan is very good at botanical drugs, and so there's a lot of source there, and I'm sure there's a lot more on the microbial source and also the marine.
Right.
I think we always have.
Right.
And maybe this platform, if we cook on it, I think it will be a wonderful
I think
thing.
the challenge would be, because we have similar interests,
Right.
the next step is to find the good relationship that we have, more like a collaborator, supplier kind of relationship.
Right, yeah.
You know,
we
and
do-
not competing with each other too much.
Exactly. The 2C, we are going to do the collaboration, not instead of competing. Good competition is good, but I think good competition also based on the collaboration. So that's really wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll work on the relationship, especially the current government. We have a big policy southbound. I think from Taiwan point of view, we really are pretty good at collaborating with Southeast Asia countries, and
very good.
This country's effort, and we'll keep on that. And we'll come to the Thai activity
This
later on
September.
this year. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I look forward to that too.
We will.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Congratulations.